So season 2 of Shangri-La has now finished, and goddamn, there was so much hype going into the ending of episode 25 of season 2. But today I want to talk about how Silvia Goldberg, this blonde beauty, if she will simply dominate Sunraku. Right here you guys can see she has blonde hair and blue eyes. Pretty straightforward, and she's from the USA. She's playing in the USA team as a pro player, and from what we know so far, she has pretty much dominated the world of gaming within fighting games and pretty much every other game. I believe so. But the one thing we really want to focus on is the hype between her fight with Sunraku. Now, as you guys know, Kay is supposed to fight her. But I don't believe Kay will actually make it. And then, as you guys can see here, she played Shangri-La, and I really thought that she was Akane. Now, if you guys don't remember who Akane is, it's this blue-haired girl. I really thought she was Akane, because it's just really awkward to me that they know about Shangri-La. You know, it's a god tier game, and she's a pro gamer. You would think that a god tier game would have been played by a pro player, but maybe she didn't really have time and she tested it out. But I really thought she was Akane because they had really similar features. Now, if we just take a close look right here, this is Akane and this is Silvia in real life. You guys can see some very similar attributes, like the blue eyes, the greenish eyes, short hair, you know, and overall, look at that. Look at her high energy. Look at this. They're side by side. They look the exact same. So, that's why I really thought that she was Akane. Now, the reason why I don't believe she will, you know, right here, as you can see, this is Kay. You know, she was supposed to fight Kay within Galaxy Heroes Online. But Kay is busy. They called him in to fight in another pro gaming, but this one is for the World Championships, if I remember correctly. But the point is that this World Championship or this other tournament is way more important. It's actually a ranking tournament. Unlike here in Galaxy Heroes, it's not really a ranking tournament. It's more of a sponsored event just to get the game out the door, just for good, you know, advertising, and just to get hype all around for the game. And so, as you can see here, guys, here's another reason why I think Silvia Goldberg will simply thrash Sunraku. Now, you could argue, see, I gotta get my calories in for training. And so, here's the thing, guys. She has so much nutrients going into her brain, and she has some high tier caffeine. But of course, a lot of you could argue that her jet lag would probably get in the way. The jet lag would probably, you know, put down her skills just a little bit. And not only that, but yeah, they're not in their home base. You know, their home base is the United States. Why is this bro sitting like that? Like, why are they sitting like that? Like, anyways, back to Silvia. So that's why I think maybe Sunraku might have a chance. You know, in gaming, it's not always black and white. It's not always, you know, straightforward. There's always small details. Just like Silvia's good diet versus Sunraku's good diet. You know, as we really don't know much about Sunraku, but I think Silvia has a little bit better diet. If you guys saw her eating down that mountain of food, she has a really healthy diet. Look at this. This is all for her, guys. The 3 drinks and the 3 steaks. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. I don't know if she's eating all of this. But yeah, she's eating a mountain of nutrients. And I think that's what's really going to give her the edge over Sunraku. And that's the other thing, too. Sunraku hasn't really been training to fight against Silvia, only because he really believes Kay is gonna fight her. But in my opinion, I don't think Sunraku is gonna fight Kay. I really do believe that Sunraku is gonna fight her instead of Kei. She's starting in the lineup, and Kei is out somewhere else playing another goddamn tournament. And so that's the reason why I honestly believe Silvia will dominate, destroy, and thrash Sunraku, because Sunraku is not really training for Kei. But of course, you could argue as well though that Sunraku and Amane, they really don't know anything about them. So that might, now that I think about it, that might actually give them the edge. And they could probably study a lot of Silvia's playstyle thanks to Kei. Kei, he has fought against Silvia before, so he might have given them some pointers about what she may or may not do. But yeah, that's pretty much why I believe Silvia will just overwhelmingly dominate Sunraku, because he's really not trying to fight Kei. Well, at least not in my opinion. It doesn't seem like he's hyped to really fight her. He's really trying to set it up so that Kei fights her. If you just actually watch it, see, look here, Amane, she gave a good plan to I think it wasn't just Amane, it was Sunraku as well. Their plan is to milk the tournament against pro players. It's just amazing the amount of confidence Amane has, and the amount of confidence Sunraku has as well. They really believe they could milk every single round and not just get wrecked every single round right from the start. They plan on milking each round, and amazingly, each round is like what, 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. I don't even remember, guys. But they're trying to milk it just to give Kei enough time to finish his first tournament and then come back to Hero Galaxy's online tournament, or scrimmage, if you will. And so they really believe that they're gonna have plenty of time against these other pro players that not have only played this game before, but they dominated this game, especially Silvia. The only difference is the new engine, and of course the new environments and a new storyline when it comes to a new release from the same game. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. That's why I believe Silvia will just overwhelmingly dominate Sunraku. This is all last minute, guys. They, even though they have played in Shangri-La, just everything is just so different about it. And to be fair, guys, this is all just my theories, my hypothesis. I really haven't read the source material yet. What is that from? The source material is a manga. Okay, so this comes right from the manga. So what do you guys think is gonna win between Sunraku and Silvia if they fight? Because I honestly believe that those two will really fight. But this season, is really wrapped up and is really hyped up. The Heroes Online. Shangri-La has really been put on the sidelines. So, look, they go by the no face and no name. Like, what the bro, what kind of name is that? Like, why would they do this? As you can see here, Kei is saying, wow, we really don't know anything about them. But she's full of confidence, this blonde beauty. And yeah, it was really surprising too how they walked into the tournament without Kei. Oh yeah, and then their cosplay, they came out with the cosplay, which is really funny. You can see they're coming out, in casual dress like they do here in the United States. What kind of outfit is that though? Okay, the blonde dude, what kind of outfit is that? Like shorts and a tank top. Like, yeah, the other guys, the Latino and the black dude. Okay, and Kei, Silvia as well. Okay, they're wearing kind of like, what we would normally wear. But what about the white dude? I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, it's just, they're in Japan, man, and so seeing them in these cosplay was actually not that surprising. It was actually like, yeah, welcome to Japanese. I think they really gave them a really good Japanese welcome with this. You know, this is gaming and cosplay are like this. You know what I'm saying? Gaming and cosplay are just one of the same. We love seeing the 3D, 2D come out into the 3D. Of course, Amane's outfit is just so splendidly, you know, sexy. And Sunraku's outfit is just funny as hell. Pumpkin, and he was like, "Hey, it's not Halloween. What am I doing wearing this pumpkin?" It was just really funny dialogue. But yeah, the hype is real. The season's over. I believe Silvia would just dominate Sunraku. Sunraku really takes defeat by the chin, you know. Or here's what's gonna happen, guys. If Sunraku does dominate Silvia, or it's like this close, it's gonna be like real fucking close. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be it's either gonna be really close or Silvia's just gonna dominate Sunraku, like flat out. If he does defeat Silvia in this tournament, if he defeats her overwhelmingly, or even by a skin of his teeth, because Silvia went into Shangri-La, she's gonna want to play Shangri-La permanently as a god tier game. She's gonna want to play. And as we know, Silvia is one of the greatest gamers ever, period. And because of this, when she goes into Shangri-La, she's going to be another headache to the devs, because she's just going to overwhelmingly dominate that game and defeat it in record time, just like Sunraku. So, it's very exciting to see that Hero Galaxy's online tournament might actually bring in more players for Shangri-La, because they're probably gonna be like, yeah, the only reason why we actually were able to beat the American team, the USA team, is because we've actually played Shangri-La, and Shangri-La and Galaxy Heroes Online have the same gaming engine, and because of that, they were able to navigate through the Heroes Online game like it was nothing, because they've been playing it for like, I believe Sunraku's been playing it for 3 months. 3 months, yeah, unbelievable. 3 months already level 100. You know, for Reishi, I believe she's not, I don't think she's even level 100 yet after playing for 1 year. USA, guys, you see this? This is the USA. But yeah, that's why I believe, you know, it's gonna be real close. You know, the stats are really close. You know, Sunraku has experience in Shangri-La versus Silvia has experience playing Hero Galaxies Online. But you know, not this new version, but just older versions. But because of the difference of engine, you know, this is technically kind of new. You know, and so in conclusion, guys, the hype is real. I can't wait for the next season. The next season can't come any faster, guys. But that is all. Peace.